Hey, did you know that almost 7 out of 10 women say they feel misunderstood by their man? That's a lot. Let me ask you. Have you ever looked at the woman you love and thought, what did I do wrong now? She's upset. You don't get it. You're confused. You're not alone. Today, we're talking about something real. The small mistakes men make that drive women completely crazy. And no, it's not always what you think. Alright, let's talk. This isn't about blaming men. It's about helping you understand things that many guys don't even know they're doing wrong. Most men, they want to make their woman happy. They really do. But sometimes, they say things the wrong way. Or worse, they say nothing at all. You might think, hey, I'm doing my best. I go to work, I provide, I don't cheat. Why is she still upset? Well, here's the truth. Love is more than just being around. It's about how you show up. What you say. What you don't say. How you listen. How you make her feel. We're going to look at some real mistakes men make every day. Not because they're bad guys. But because nobody ever taught them how to love a woman the right way. So, if you want to stop hearing, you just don't get it. And start hearing, wow, thank you for understanding me. Then stick with me. Because these mistakes, they're small. But they can ruin something beautiful if you're not careful. So here's the big problem. Men and women don't always speak the same emotional language. You might think you're doing something sweet. But to her, it feels like you don't care. You might stay quiet during an argument to keep the peace. But to her, that silence feels cold. It feels like you've shut the door. The truth is, most fights in relationships, they don't start because of big things like cheating or money. They start with small things, not listening. Not noticing her mood. Not saying, thank you. Not calling when you said you would. Little misunderstandings grow into big problems. And when you keep missing those small signs, she starts feeling alone, even when you're right there beside her. That's what drives her crazy. Not because she's too emotional, but because she feels like you're not really seeing her anymore. Let's talk about the real mistakes. The kind that slip into everyday life, and slowly push her away. Mistake number 1, not listening. You hear her voice, but you're not really listening. She says, I'm tired, and you say, okay. But you miss the feeling behind her words. She wants comfort. She wants care. Sometimes, she just wants you to say, come here, talk to me. Mistake number 2, talking over her feelings. When she's sad or upset, you try to fix it fast. You say things like, it's not that serious. Just forget about it. But to her, that hurts. Because you're not giving her space to feel. What she really wants is for you to say, I hear you. That must be hard. Mistake number 3, taking her for granted. She cooks. She cleans. She checks on you. She texts you good morning. She remembers your mom's birthday. But after a while, you stop noticing. You stop saying, thank you. And when you stop appreciating her, she starts feeling like she doesn't matter. And that feeling, it builds up. It makes her distant. Mistake number 4, assuming she's just being moody. When she's quiet or annoyed, you roll your eyes and say, here we go again. But maybe she's tired. Maybe she's stressed. Maybe she just needs your arms around her without asking. These aren't huge actions. But when you miss them again and again, it feels like you're not trying anymore. Here's the biggest one. The mistake that hurts the most. Not making her feel safe, emotionally. Not with fists. But with your words. Your silence. Your attitude. You joke about leaving when she's emotional. You shut down when she cries. You walk away during a fight. And little by little, she starts building a wall. Because when a woman doesn't feel safe to talk, safe to feel, safe to be herself with you, she pulls back. She stops sharing her heart. She becomes quiet, cold, tired. Not because she doesn't love you anymore, but because it's too painful to keep trying. And the sad part, you might not even realize it until she's already walking out the door. So let's remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being present. Women don't expect magic. They don't need you to read their mind. But they do want to feel heard, seen, valued. Let's go over the mistakes again, real quick. Backhand index pointing right, not really listening. Backhand index pointing right, dismissing her feelings. Backhand index pointing right, taking her for granted. Backhand index pointing right, calling her moody when she's hurting. Backhand index pointing right, and the biggest, making her feel unsafe to open up. These aren't big changes, but they can change everything. Because when a woman feels safe, she gives you her whole heart. If any of this spoke to you, even a little, take a moment to think about it. What could you do better, starting today? And hey, this isn't just a one-way talk. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think. What mistake do you think men make the most? And if you want more real talks like this, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because sometimes, one simple change can save a relationship. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.